Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being with us. And today, due to some emergency, we had to change our guest speaker. Our guest speaker now is Reverend Daniel Richard, and he will talk about mantra, its energy, and its power. For Reverend Richard, I will say that we both graduated in the same day for the Reverendhood of Spiritual Science. And I know him since long, but it is first time that he is our guest. So Reverend Richard, it's for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it's nice to be here. Okay, it's nice to be here. I'm Daniel Richard. I've been practicing mantra for more than 20 years, almost 25 years. And so I'll give you essentially an introduction to mantra. And today we will mostly practice one syllable mantra, but there's longer mantra. So let's start with, I call it mantra meditation on the first slide. And basically mantra is a way to improve our life. I have to put a little disclaimer that basically some mantra can be used for healing. And basically I have to put a disclaimer that basically this presentation this presentation is not to be considered a substitute for medical advice. Okay, so basically, if you have cancer and you have treatments, you don't stop your treatment to do mantra. You do both. Yeah, so it's important to understand that we're not substituting ourselves for the medical profession. Okay, I have practiced mantra, Sanskrit mantra, for 20 years. My teacher is Thomas Ashley Farron, and his teacher was Sadhguru Sant Keshavadas. Essentially, okay, I have brought a book of Thomas Ashley Farron, and basically he practiced mantra since 1974 very intensely. So he wrote a few books. I brought two today as examples. One is called Healing Mantra, one is called Chakra Mantra, and Mantra Meditations. So you can take a quick look. I brought two samples here. Why do we want to do mantra? Basically, to clear obstacles in our subconscious mind. Am I talking aloud enough? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking.
On va s'asseoir en avant, dans la première rangée, parce qu'il a une voix. C'est une voix douce. Oups.
Okay. Okay, I was saying, why do we want to do mantras? Essentially, we do mantra to clear obstacles in the subconscious mind. Why? What is there in our subconscious mind? There are obstacles that restricts the flow of energy. So basically, some of these restrictions are fear, anger, resentment, and then any trauma that we receive from our life. Like we receive trauma from school, from our parents, from basically trauma in the city. Like if there's a big fire in a city, everybody has been traumatized by it. Or if there's a big traumatic event in the school, we'll remember it all the time, and it has been marked inside of our subconscious mind. So there are traumas in our family, and these traumas are passed from generation to generation. We have received trauma, like I said, from our teacher, from our community, and from our country. For example, a country that has been through war, they have trauma. I mean, I saw people, I went to a Vietnamese wedding. I could see in the people that were old there, they carry still trauma. And even though it's been almost 50 years by the time that they had left Vietnam. Okay. These obstacles, they prevent a clear connection between our higher self and the lower self. Who is the lower self? It's the personality, Danielle and each one of you. And we don't know that we are more than who we are now. We are the higher self, but we don't know it. Why? Because there are obstacles in the subconscious mind. I've put in the next slide, slide 4, the yellow circle is really the higher self. And then the lower self, the personality, Danielle, is in blue. Between the blue and the yellow, there's a brick wall, obstacles that prevent the flow of energy. And so that this flow, when it's not there, basically we don't have a clear mind. We cannot express ourselves clearly. We cannot feel clearly, and so on. So basically, this obstacle, this brick wall that is in the subconscious mind, is the obstacles that we want to slowly grind. When we do any meditation, mantra meditation, or other meditation like Vipassana, where we listen to the breath, or other meditation, the main purpose is to work on this brick wall to make it thinner. What happens when this wall becomes so thin? What happens? And when this becomes just a small veil and it disappears, what happens? Where are basically it's illumination, exactly. It's Bonjour, madame. Oui, yeah. Okay. Okay, I was saying, yeah, so what happens when this brick wall becomes so thin, and it breaks? What happens is we become illuminated. There's no frontier between the lower self and the higher self. It's one self. This is the goal of meditation, is to basically become illuminated. Now, this illumination does not necessarily happen abruptly. It comes gradually. As the wall, the obstacles become thinner, the energy is flowing much better, and basically we are able to feel things from our higher self. We're going to have a clearer mind. We're going to see things happening. We're going to feel things happening, and we're going to be releasing traumas that basically were there stored in our subconscious mind. So all these trauma will disappear as we are progressing in meditation. And this is for any type of meditation. We will increase our sensitivity. So what does that mean? We will start to feel the energy around us, the etheric body. We will feel this much better. We will feel the emotional body, our emotions, and then and so on. So as the third body is the mental body. There's knowledge in this body, and basically we will be able to access the knowledge much easier. And then there's the causal body, the fifth body, and basically this body contains this is where we become very sensitive to events that will happen in the future. Okay, but this is not going to happen next week. We need to practice and so on. But sensitivity, for example, for the emotional body, my son is in exam at the university, and he comes to sit at the dining table. I could feel, oh, he's very tense in the stomach. I could feel his emotions. And so that's what I mean. When we increase our sensitivity, we actually feel things. We can see things. We can hear things. Okay. So this is why we practice meditation, mantra meditation in particular. There's mantras in every religion. In Islam, in Buddhism, in Hinduism, Sanskrit mantra, even in Christianity. I didn't know this. I went to a conference in 1987, in December 1987, at the Queen Elizabeth Hotel. There was in Montreal. There was it's called Empowerment of Religion, where basically they look at what are the similarities between the different religion and not the difference. The goal was not to say which religion is better. It's more what is common to all religion. And the first speaker at 8:30 in the morning was a Christian monk from the Oblats order, the Christian order, les Oblats, les Pères Oblats. And basically he said that Jesus Christ was teaching mantra, and that the mantra that we practiced that morning was Maranatha. I wrote it there. So basically, I lost my thought. Okay, so basically he had 15 minutes to talk, 8:30 to 8:45, and we practiced about 10 minutes. So he didn't talk too much. He just talked a little bit, and we got on to practice the mantra Maranatha. In the prayer Holy Father, our Father, there's a phrase there that says, "Hallowed be thy name, que votre nom soit sanctifié." And this is basically the recommending the practice of mantra. Mantra is repeating the name of God. Okay. Essentially, how do mantra work? Mantra work on the chakra. So we have 7 major chakra, and we have a few dozens of minor chakra in our hands, and every junction between the spine and the liver, the spine and every organ, there's a minor chakra at the junction where the nerve attached to the liver. There's a minor chakra there. There's a minor chakra on the spine, and so on. So there's chakra in many places in our body. Basically, the different sounds of the, so I have a little obstacle here. Let me move this a little bit. Okay, I can, yeah. Okay, there's different sound in the mantra, and they cause the specific petals of the chakra to vibrate. And what does it do when it vibrates? it increases our energy. The energy comes from the higher self. There are 50 petals between chakra number 1 to chakra number 6. So chakra number 1, there's 4 petals. It's all written somewhere. Right? The next slide. There's 4 petals on chakra number 1, 6 petals on chakra number 2, chakra number 3, 10 petals, the heart chakra, 12 petals, the throat chakra, 16 petals, and 2 petals in the chakra 6. And there's 1,000 petals on the crown chakra. But in the Sanskrit mantra, there's 50 syllables corresponding to these 50 petals between chakra number 1 and chakra number 6. In the next slide, I'm on slide number 8. So yeah, the slide with all the colors there. Let's start reading at the base chakra. The chakra number 1 at the base, the color is red. There's 4 petals. And this base chakra is our sacred fire. It's the energy to survive. And it's the energy to basically accomplish our mission in this life. If we are on a ship, let's say the ship that hit what's the name of the ship that hit the iceberg in the St. Lawrence? The Titanic. So let's say we're on a Titanic and we fall into cold water. The person that has chakra number 1 the strongest will survive the longest. This is energy to survive. It's when we feel threatened, it's chakra number 1 that gets activated. Chakra number 2 is below the belly button. Yes. Oh yeah, merci. Chakra number 1 is at the base of the spine. It hangs off the coccyx tailbone. And basically, so I have this slide here. Basically, red is we feel it in the legs. When the chakra gets very active, we feel it in their thighs. Let me go back to chakra number 1. And so there's 4 petals, and it's our sacred fire. Chakra number 2 is the chakra that sends the energy to the genitals for men and women. And it's the energy of creativity. So when we are having a creativity, when we're inventing something, it's chakra number 2 that is basically more active. Chakra number 3 at the solar plexus, it sends the energy to the digestive organs, and basically it's the seat of our emotions. It has 10 petals in the solar plexus. At the heart chakra, chakra number 4, it sends the energy to the heart, and the chakra number 4 sends the energy to the heart and also to the circulatory system in the physical body. The heart chakra is the seat of personality. So the person with the strongest heart chakra is the natural boss. Between my wife and I, she has the strongest heart chakra. She's the leader. She's the natural boss. And as I grow, because we've been like together for 40 years, so basically as my personality and as I practice, basically the leveling becomes more equal. There's the imbalance, should I say, of energy is getting to the same level. But in a company, the person, or in a group, the person that has the strongest heart chakra is the natural leader, In a company where I worked, the vice president had more energy than the president, so he was the natural leader. and he was making decision, and you could see the president serving him. That's what I mean. The heart chakra is this seat of personality. Chakra number 5 at the throat. It sends the energy to the pulmonary the lungs, and for the breathing. And basically this is in the physical body, but what does it do in our personality? Basically it's the energy of self-expression. So when this chakra is not working well, basically we have difficulty in expressing ourselves clearly. Why it's not clear? Because it's not clear in our mind, it's not clear in us. So it could be self-expression verbally, but it can be also self-expression in dancing or in other ways. Chakra number 6, the third eye, sends the energy to the nervous system. There's 2 petals. I forgot to mention the colors, but it's kind of obvious. And it supports our inner vision, our clairvoyance. Our clairvoyance is our ability to look inside ourselves and basically to, for example, for some people, they will see their chakra. Generally, I don't see my chakra, but on occasion I do. But it's a lot of time in between. So, and chakra number 7 is our connection to our spirituality. And so in the physical body, what this chakra sends the energy to the brain, of course. And basically, its seat is on the pineal gland. So not the third eye, the gland is the hypophyse. How do I didn't write it, but it's hypophyse. So it's somewhere in behind the eyes, but the pineal gland is a little bit more back in line with the ears. And basically this is the point for the chakra number 7. If we look at the chakra number 7, basically here, the tip is on the pineal gland. Okay, so I changed the slide. The next slide is basically, it's a bit, it's this slide, it's a bit dark. So I have changed it, and for the people that have the photocopy, it's still probably too dark, but yeah. So we can see that chakra number 1, there's 1 cone at the base of the spine. Chakra number 2 at the belly button, there's a part in front and a part in back. Chakra number 3, solar plexus, there's a cone in front and a cone in the back. Chakra number 4, heart chakra, there's a part in front and part in the back. 5, same thing. 6, same thing. Chakra number 7, only 1 cone pointing upwards. Any questions so far? No? Okay. I'm saying that mantra, what they do is they increase our energy. I'll give you examples. I started in 2003 with the word God, God, God. So when we use prayer beads, I have my prayer beads in my coat, sorry. Je l'ai ici. Okay, so basically, I use the word I read this in 2 books, and I said, I need to try mantra. So I started with God, God, God. So God, God, God is 1 repetition, 3 syllable for 1 repetition. So I slowly did 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the morning, and basically I practiced for 2 years. And then I saw a book from my teacher he became my teacher at that point. I saw a book on Sanskrit mantra, and I studied the book starting in 2005. And then I basically continued with this school of mantra. When I say energy it creates real energy. When I did the mantra, God, 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 I felt a little buzz in my head, but something vague. So one morning, I was training in marathon training in 2005, 2006, and basically, it happened twice. So I went to my running practice, and basically, I had done my meditation before, and I was feeling a little buzz, and I was running with a group that was too strong for me. So I was really running hard for me, and I lost all the energy in 3 seconds. I just felt the energy leave. I could see the full moon of the third eye, and the energy left, and I realized I did not have my buzz anymore. So I learned there was a buzz, and it disappeared quickly. And the second thing that I learned from this, I should not practice physically hard after meditation because I may lose the energy. The big moment for me with God, God, God was one night I took a class on mediumship and so on, and I could not sleep after this class. I'm tossing and turning. It's 1 a.m. I'm tired. I said, okay, I need to do a simple mantra. I will go do God, God, God. I had not done God, God, God for several years at that time. This is around 2015. And so I sit very tired, 1 a.m. I start God, 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 and God, God, God. And I do the practice for 2 hours. After 2 hours, my brain and my head is really buzzing. And I go to bed like this. At 6 a.m., my wife, Nicole, she wakes me up. She says she has a massive headache. Massive headache. So why? Basically, the two aura touch in bed, and there was a transfer of energy, and she had the headache, and it lasted, I think, 2 days. Yeah. So basically, when we do mantra, the energy is real. Yeah. So these are examples in my life that basically I realized it affected other people. So over the years, I did a few meditation basically that disrupted Nicole, and I tried not to do this, not to prevent her from sleeping. Okay, let's go on to our first mantra for this morning. Gam. Gam is a mantra to remove obstacles. So let's do, basically, we're going to do 108 repetition of Gam. It takes 2.5 minutes, maybe up to 3 minutes if we go slowly. And the reason, the purpose of this mantra is to remove obstacles and ensure success. Okay? So just repeat with me. Gam, gum, 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 gum. Okay, let's feel it for a few seconds. Just feel the change in your energy. Okay, so it's a bit like when we do yoga, we do a yoga pose. After the pose, we feel the change in our energy. We feel the effect of the pose. So after a mantra, we pay attention to the feeling, to the change in the energy. This sound, this syllable activates this sacred fire at the base of our spine. So basically, chakra number 1, it removes obstacles and ensures success. The one classic mantra where this syllable is used is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. The word Gana is basically to master. It's to master the energy. Ganapataye is to master the energy of Gam. In a previous class, a few years ago, there was a lady that came. The class were on Tuesday night, and she said that she could not sit and do mantra and syllable and practice. So she had practiced once in that week, walking in a park on Sunday. She said, I did Gam for 2 hours just walking. I said, did anything special happen? No. But later in the conversation, she told me she had a headache all day Monday. Thank you. So when we start, I will give you a recommendation to start with these mantra. And of course, it's not 2 hours the first day. Okay. Any questions so far? Yes?
What's the full meaning of Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha?
It's a mantra basically to the full mantra means Gana is to master. Ganesha, Gana is to master the energy. So basically, in our subconscious mind, the energy is not flowing, it has obstacles. And basically, Ganesha and these mantra, they help to remove these obstacles so that the energy can flow. So we become master of the energy. Okay. I'm on slide 12, Bija mantra. Bija mantra are short, one syllable mantra that contains spiritual power that can be activated through repetition. Like when we're doing mantra, it's a bit like we're going to a spiritual gym. It's good if it takes discipline. It is best to practice every day. And often mantra are started in our life when there's a crisis. I work in high tech, and in 2005, I had a new boss since 2003. I could tell he didn't like me too much. And basically in 2005, I could feel like we had a layoff every year. It's kind of popular in high tech to get rid of some people every year. And in that culture, I said, okay, I think he doesn't like me. My name is going to be on the next list to be laid off. So I said, I need a mantra of protection. I started the Gayatri mantra. The Gayatri mantra is good for many things, for healing, but I did it for the purpose of protection. So I started May 2005, and I basically did one mala per day, so 108 repetition and slowly going up. But basically, this is what I did because I felt there's something in the energy. There's something weird. And basically, at the end of 2005, my boss left the company. And another person that was in my group told me, yes, your name was on the list. So that's what I mean. When there's a crisis in our life, this is when we get open. Okay, I'm going to do a mantra to experiment with this. And so I'm still working with the same company. So this is the point number 2. Mantra started when we have a crisis in our life. Point number 3, when do we feel discouraged and stop mantra? The first discourage comes around 30 days. We do 30 days and nothing happens. Actually, day 30 in a 40-day practice is the difficult day. Typically, it's the difficult day. So then there's another period of discouragement after 3 months and after 2-3 years. I practiced the Gayatri for 2 years, from 2005 to 2007, but I needed somebody to tell me, yes, you're progressing, because when we have the energy every day, well, okay, am I progressing? Because the energy, I don't feel it so clearly because it's there all day, every day. So I went to see the teacher. For 2 years, I practiced with the book. And after that, I went to see the teacher. He was giving a conference around Boston. So I drove during a snowstorm to Boston. And basically, we met the first time. And then I saw him every 6 months fall of 2007, spring 2007, fall 2007, 8, and in spring of 2009, he organized a trip to India. The only time I went to India is with him, and we basically visited meditation cave, temples, ashrams, and so on. So it was a pilgrimage. Yeah. Okay. So Bija mantra is one syllable mantra. let's do the next mantra, Doom. Doom is the sound of Durga, the goddess of protection. Now, I say the goddess of protection. We're not changing religion here. We're basically, when there's a name of God or a goddess, it's an energy. It's the energy of protection. Okay? So let's do one round of Doom. So just join me. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, let's feel it for 1 minute. Just focus on the change in your energy. Okay. So we did at 3 minutes, roughly, it's 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, and there's a change in energy. So we can see that if we practice the mantra for 15 minutes every day, there's a change every day by day, day after day. The energy inside of us will change. So it's a mantra of protection. If we need protection, nowadays we need protection, I feel. with a lot of the scams on internet, and also in school. There might be our children in school that need protection. So the mantra can be used to provide protection. The classic mantra where it's used is Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. When the word Durga is the name of the goddess, the name of the energy, the word Durga, ye activates the energy of the word, of the preceding word. So basically, Durga ye activates the energy of protection. The word Namaha distributes the energy evenly. So sometimes there's two endings, Namaha or Swaha. Swaha keeps the energy more focused around solar plexus, but Namaha distributes the energy more evenly. Okay. Yes.
Is it,
Yes.
but does the child have to do the mantra or we do the mantra to the child?
Yeah, we as a parent, or yes, we can do the mantra for somebody else. Generally, we need permission, like but essentially for parents, you don't need permission. So we set the intent. I'm doing this mantra for my protection, for the protection of so-and-so. I do not take their karma. It's important to say we don't transfer the problem to us. We leave it to them, but we do the mantra for them. Okay? Slide number 14, Bija Mantra meditation. Practice one Bija mantra at a time for 10 to 40 days. The classic mantra meditation is to do 40 days, but if 40 days is too long, you set objective shorter. And you might have heard the word novena. It's to do a prayer for 9 days. So you can do 9 days, 21 days, or 40 days, but the classic is 40 days. And the obstacle will appear between the obstacle in us will be making itself more known more clearly between day 30 to day 35. When we reach day 40, the obstacle is overcome. Okay, so the practice, when we start, it's 10 to 15 minutes, once or twice per day. It's a silent practice. We don't pronounce aloud the mantra, and it's quietly sitting, eyes closed. So in the first week, when you take, if you start a mantra, it's 10 minutes, because the energy we need to basically, when we build up energy, we need to integrate it. So essentially, if we do too much mantra, we don't integrate the energy, and it floats inside our system. But when we follow our feeling, I feel I have done 10 minutes, I've done 15 minutes, this is enough for me. And you just follow your own rhythm to basically say the mantra, integrate the energy, say the mantra, and integrate the energy day by day. Okay, so it's silent practice. I will give you an example. At the beginning, when you start a mantra, for the longer mantra, it's complicated. It's like difficult to pronounce. And basically, we say the mantra aloud at the beginning for a week or something, just to get accustomed to the syllable, to the pronunciation. But later on, silent practice. Why? Because it builds up more energy. That's what it is. Okay, so after you completed the number of days, you can take a pause for a few days and feel the effect, or just continue. You may start another Bija mantra, because today we're going to learn about 6, 7 mantra. So you choose the one that you want, and you can start another mantra or keep the same one for longer. I'm talking about Bija mantra here. Eventually, you can repeat mantra during their daily activities. We're doing dishes, we're doing something mechanical, the mantra comes in our mind. It's okay to practice, to do additional practice. But the main practice, it is best to be seated quietly, eyes closed if possible.
Is there a better time during the day? Night or morning?
The morning practice is gives more benefit. It's more difficult to get up, and we're still foggy a bit, so it takes more will to do it in the morning, but it gives more benefits. Yes. Thank you.
This morning means dawn or morning?
Okay. We don't want to set the bar too high. It's so if we're going to a spiritual gym, if it's 6 a.m. and the sun rose at 5, it's okay. We're starting. We don't want to set the bar too high. But the people like monks, they practice very early. For example, the Dalai Lama gets up at 3 a.m. with his monks, and he practices from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. He's not doing 4 hours of mantras. There's different practice in there that he does, but a good part is mantra. So 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., that's what they do. And then he builds up a lot of energy. The mantra teacher, Thomas Assefaran, went to see the Dalai Lama in the United States at some point. And he said that he started to feel the aura of the Dalai Lama 10 kilometers away. He carries a lot of energy. He carries a lot of energy. There are stories that sensitive people would feel the aura of Jesus Christ 40 kilometers away. So when he was walking towards a city, the people would feel him coming all day because they could feel his aura, a lot of energy. Okay. Let's practice the next mantra to build up more energy. I'm on slide 15, Shrim. The seed sound of the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. So the word Shri it rises the energy from the base chakra to the third eye. Shri is to manifest the energy in the physical world. Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. Can you Shrim?
Shrim.
Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. Okay, so let's do one mala of this. So for 3 minutes, so let's just follow me. Shrim, 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 Shrim. Let's feel it. Let's take a pause for 1 minute approximately. Feel the change in the energy. Sometimes it's a buzz in the feet, around your waist, in your chest, around the throat, above your head. Just feel the change in the energy. Okay. I need to take a bit of water. Oh, was there a change in your energy? Did you feel a change? Yeah. Yeah.
Body got very warm. And when I stopped, the cold.
Okay. Yes. By the way, when you do mantra or healing or any different types of energy work, we need to drink water. So okay. In the diagram that I had here, in this diagram, the higher self, there's a dotted line there. So basically the edge of the higher self is dotted. That means the higher self is highly connected with God. It's highly connected with God. So for the higher self, and there is no lack of abundance. We, the personality, we see lack, and we are So we feel the shortage. So basically, with this mantra, it's going to help us to see and find source of abundance in the world. It helps the lower self to attract abundance that is available to the higher self. If we were super clairvoyant, we would be able to see source of abundance, but we, the personality, we don't see it now. So that's what I'm saying, is the higher self sees other things that it sees beyond just physical world. Okay. The classic mantra for abundance, to attract abundance, is the first one. Om Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Swaha. So Lakshmi is the name of the goddess, the name of the energy. Ye activates the energy of Lakshmi. And Swaha brings the energy to the solar plexus, but it could be Swaha or Namaha. Then the following mantra, Om Gam Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Swaha. Gam was added to the first mantra. Gam, to overcome obstacles that are in the way to abundance. Okay, so this second form is a stronger form. Vous suivez, madame? Vous suivez? Okay. So Om Gam Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Swaha is a mantra for abundance. My dear wife, practice this mantra every day. The second form, how many mala? She does 20 mala per day, and she likes the energy. She sits down and she gets up in the morning and she starts, and she likes the feeling that this mantra brings to her.
How many minutes does that take?
She goes so fast. I cannot repeat the mantra as fast as she goes.
Just damn shrim or the whole.
Okay. When you practice, basically today is an introduction to mantra meditation. So the goal is really to practice the one syllable, shrim. Eventually, I mean, I can give several classes. Eventually, we practice the longer forms.
Do you use the same mala for every month or different month?
I have a specific one for Gayatri mantra, which I don't leave. I don't go on tour with it. I mean, I did go to an ashram, and my mala touched the bed. I felt it for several days, that there was some energy, not mine, in my mala, because it touched the bed. So I'm careful not to do this.
As you say in the morning, as I do in the dawn.
Yeah.
I do while I'm lying on the bed. Am I wrong?
No, there's no there's nothing wrong. Basically, but if you sit up, you'll have more energy. If you sit up. But
actually, I get up at 3 o'clock, and after that, I cannot sleep. So then, and if I think of every nonsense. So that's why I do. Because if I'm doing, I am just there.
yes.
So that's why I felt that doing mala is either I'm doing or I'm not. There will not be any third thing. But I'm sitting and the mind can go anywhere, or if so that's why I do. And I do 2 mala of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I do for that. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But when I do Lakshmi mantra, I have the rosary of lotus seed. And because Lakshmi is sits on the lotus, so that's why.
Yeah.
For Lakshmi mantra, I have lotus mala.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, I saw like Tibetan people, they create mala because they don't have a lot of trees there. They crush bones of their cows, and they make beads, and they use this as because this is what they have as a resource. Yes, this one, yes. Yeah, these are seeds, yes. Yeah.
They are from, yeah.
Yeah.
And they are of several, not openings, but several ridges. Faces, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
excellent. I have one, it's quite big, but it has all 5 faces. And as they say that is better to use it,
Yeah,
so that's what it is. And it is big, so the seeds are so big that it is easy easy to handle, I guess.
Yeah.
For me, it's important that the feel is good. I've had many different types.
Yeah.
And you end up finding one that you prefer, even rough surface or very simple, so even the bed. It all depends on your own liking. So when you go out and buy one, feel them and get one that you are comfortable with.
With my big one, sometimes I do like this, and I think it does something to my arm too. And it's, I feel good in that way.
Okay, Shreem, so let's see the next slide. How to practice. So slide 16. So basically, we're talking about mantra meditation, so it's silent practice. We repeat in our head the mantra. Now, again, these are soft rules, meaning if the mantra is too difficult to do in your head, you do it aloud. You will get the energy, the buildup of energy is a bit less, but there will be a change in the energy. Like I say, if we do a 40-day practice and in the middle of the 40 days, there is there's a fight at the office or with a neighbor or something, and you're very upset. On that day, you don't skip the mantra, you do it aloud. Because it will help you to overcome the situation, and at the same time, it helps you to stay on your 40-day practice.
I have a question.
Yes,
What if I was doing that 40 days?
yes,
If I broke in between 40 days?
yes,
Shall I start again?
Yes.
From 1 or shall I start from 41?
okay. Well,
Est-ce qu'elle arrête à 20? Est-ce qu'elle commence à 1 ou elle continue à 21?
okay, yeah. So essentially, in the 40-day practice, if we skip one day, we have to restart the 40-day.
Oh.
The obstacle was stronger than us. We did not follow on.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good to know.
Yeah. It's in a 40-day practice. We do not skip one day. We have to do it every day. Now, in the longer practice, let's say that we have the next milestone is 125,000 repetition. When the goal is, okay, I'm going to do 125,000, it's going to take me 8 months, and I can skip a day in this type of practice. Okay. So again, these are soft rules. If we follow the rules, we get more energy. But again, if you have to start practicing aloud, do it. It's better than not practice. If you have to, if you have a bad day, do it aloud. If you have a fight with the children and you do it aloud is okay, not to skip that day. The second thing is we pay attention to the feeling. How do we feel with the mantra? And we will feel the energy of the mantra eventually, but it's going to take time. We may not feel something, but the change is there because we're used to the feeling. I had this feeling, but also students told me this. They did the mantra Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha for, let's say, 3 months or 4 months, and they stopped. When they start again, they realize, oh, the energy now, they feel it. Because they stop, the energy went down, and they restart, and because they're opening to feel it, they feel, oh, wow. You know, I stopped the Gayatri Mantra a few times, and when I restart, I say, wow, why did I stop? The energy is there. Anyway, we all have our reasons and we all have our challenges. Okay, so the next mantra, I'm. The seed sound of Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, arts and science, power of speech, goddess of wisdom. I didn't write it, but I should write it. So basically, we have several layers of in our body: physical body, etheric body, astral body, emotional body, mental body, body of knowledge, and this is the mantra that will help us to access the knowledge that is in that body. Okay? The mental body is a repository of knowledge of the higher self. So we will be able to access knowledge. So we will know things intuitively, or something doesn't make sense is because we're sensing in our body, we have something that tells us we know this doesn't make sense. So where does it come from? We know it inside. So this mantra helps to access to deeper knowledge, to more deeply to this knowledge inside. So the syllable is I'm. So can you repeat it? I want to hear it. I'm. Okay, sounds good. So let's do one mala of 108 repetition of I'm. 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 I'm, 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 uh, I'm, 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 I'm. Let's feel it. It's more difficult to feel. Let's pay attention to feel it. Okay. Mm. Okay. I was told by people from India that students in university in India will practice these mantra to learn better and integrate better their studies. So the classic mantra to attract knowledge is Om Aim Saraswatiye Namaha. So Saraswati, the energy of the goddess Saraswati, and Ye is to activate this energy inside of us. So basically we become more able to learn, more open to learn, and so on. The second one, the Om Aim Klim Sal Sal Klim Aim. We will, so Klim is a mantra to attract. We will do it in a few minutes. And this second mantra is a mantra to learn more spiritual stuff. The first mantra is for all type of knowledge, and the second one is for spiritual, more to attract and to learn spiritual laws and so on. So the second one is called the mantra of I have a blank. Lalita. Lalita, and it's a goddess of 1,000 powers. That's what it's described. So this mantra, it does something when we practice it. Any question?
Lalita, other name of Lalita is this goddess.
Is?
Lalita is a goddess.
Yes, yes.
Same goddess.
I don't have the other name, but she's very powerful. She has 1,000 powers. Yeah. Yeah. How to practice? Basically, when we concentrate, when we pay attention to the syllable, we build up more energy. We don't want to force concentration, but you know, I play games with these. Okay, I'm going to repeat this mantra for 3 times without thinking about anything else. Or I'm going to do 10 times just focusing, trying not to think about anything else. And when I do this, I feel, oh yeah, the energy is rising. There's more energy coming. Okay, so the mind will drift away and we bring it back. It will drift away no matter what. So when we are focused, the energy buildup is stronger. This is what we want. We want to build energy. We want to dissolve the wall of the obstacles, the wall of brick that is in our subconscious mind. And we need more energy to do this. So if I'm watching TV, I'm doing my mantra, I'm not building up energy. It's so, I mean, it's your life. If you want to do it this way, it's your life. But we don't do TV, we don't do mantra while watching TV or doing Facebook or whatever else. We focus.
Can we listen to soft music in the background? Or it's not recommended?
Personally, I would not do it
Okay.
because it really attracts my mind to the music a little, but it's preferable.
Total
To my
silence.
understanding is completely silent. Yes.
Okay.
And the goal is really to build up energy. If we don't have a buildup of energy, we didn't succeed in our meditation. Okay. Klim, the next syllable. Seed sound, this seed sound is the principle of attraction, to attract what we desire in life. Not the ego desire, but the desires that will basically, I'm going to say it, there's desires and there's needs. We want to focus on our needs because when we fill our needs, we feel peace. So one type of meditation is to repeat this clean syllable for about 10 minutes. Then we focus on what we want in our life.
Okay, can we practice it clean if the soul desires to find our soulmate? Is this mantra applicable?
Okay, let's be, you can do it. You see, we want to attract the soulmate. We don't want to say, I'm thinking about so-and-so, I'm trying to attract him. If he's not your soulmate, you'll attract him with this mantra, but you're going to live the consequence of attracting the wrong person. So we don't think about a specific person to attract. We want to attract a soulmate. Yes.
Okay.
But I don't think I have it. I didn't put our mantra for soulmate, their longer mantra. And basically there's a mantra for a woman to attract a spiritual man. And there's a different mantra for a man wanting to attract a spiritual woman, because we basically, one says, I want to attract male energy, and the other one says, I want to attract a female energy.
Okay, I'll ask you after the conference, the mantra
Yeah,
in full.
yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the seed sound clean. So, time is passing by. Ooh. Clean. So let's do this mantra to attract what we need in our life. So clean, 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 clean. So we're done. Feel it and think about something that you need. Okay, so time is flying, so let's continue. So basically the syllable Klim is added to longer mantra to attract the energy of the syllable around it. So Om Aim Klim Sao Sao Klim Aim, the mantra we saw earlier on, or the mantra at the bottom here, is to attract spiritual knowledge. Om Aim Klim Sao Sao Klim Aim. Okay, the duration, how to practice. So we're on slide 20. The goal is to avoid energy congestion. The story that I gave about giving a headache to Nicole, basically the goal is we practice, but we don't build up energy to the point where there's congestion. The energy doesn't pass. The energy should circulate. And if there's too much energy in one place, it creates a congestion. So okay, so an example of energy congestion is a headache. So in the first week, you can practice no more than 2 times 10 minutes. You choose the mantra that you like, and you set the intent. If Madame wants a life partner, others want to find an apartment to live or whatever, we each have our own reason to do mantra. And the first week, 2 times 10 minutes per day is the maximum. To avoid energy congestion, we need to absorb this energy. And after that, follow the feeling, but 2 times 15 minutes is a very good practice. Now, we can increase slowly, but generally we will increase with longer mantra. Okay? So the first one rule is always follow the feeling. The feeling tells us it's enough or I can continue. After you've done your first mantra for a few months, 3 months, let's say, then you can consider, oh, I would like to do this mantra for success for this project or whatever it is. You can change. I mean, you're not stuck with mantra forever. Now, think about this like an athlete. Like I mean, at the beginning, especially at the beginning, we're pumped. We want to do more mantra and so on, but it's as if we go to the gym. Are we going to go to the gym twice a day or 3 times a day? No, because it's too much, is physically demanding. But here it's basically we need to build up energy and absorb it. If we don't absorb it, we become cranky. We have a short fuse. So we need to stay at a level of energy that is good, that we're expanding our energy and not that we're basically if we're cranky too much, like if the energy is too hot, too strong, we become impatient, we snap at people, and this is a clear sign that we're doing too much. Okay? Okay, so basically the duration is 2 times 10 minutes for first week, and after that, 2 times 15 minutes. After 3-4 months, I mean, the mantra will come back. Like I say, when you do manual jobs, you're preparing food, and the mantra may come back in those moments. These are additional practice, should I say. Okay, the last mantra today, okay, 2 more mantra, but we have to stop at 12, eh?
Let's finish, but
Okay, so we'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna go more quickly. Okay, the next mantra is Krim. This is probably the strongest mantra we're gonna do today. If you look at the goddess in the Hinduism, basically the strongest goddess, the most fierce goddess is Kali. But what it means, if we're not changing religion, what it means is the strongest energy inside of us. When we do the mantra of Krim, this is an energy of transformation. So this brick wall will dissolve more quickly, okay? But there's more energy and there's more caution to be taken with this mantra. So we're going to do it just 12 times. I'm going to count on my fingers. And it activates the Kundalini energy at the base of the spine. It's the energy of creation and transformation, and it's the strongest energy that we have. We stop this mantra if we feel the energy is too high and we're becoming impatient or irritable. Headaches, if we have headaches or if we cannot sleep, we stop the mantra, the Krim mantra. The classic mantra where it's used, Om Krim Kalikaye Namaha, or the second one is the mantra of the four goddess, Om Rim Krim Hum Shrim. It's just 5 seed sound, one after the other. So it's a very powerful mantra. So let's do 12 times Krim. Krim, 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 Krim. Let's do another 12. It feels good. Krim, 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 Krim. Let's feel it for a minute. 10 seconds. Let me tell you a little story about this mantra. There was a man that basically I used to follow, and my teacher had a group of of exchange of messages. And one man wrote on this that he practiced this mantra Krim. Actually, he practiced Om Krim Kalikaye Namaha. And he said he practiced for a while, and at some point he saw the goddess appear to him. And the goddess asked him, "Are you sure you want to continue?" He said, "Yes." Well, 3 days later, he lost his job. And basically, he panicked. I mean, the mortgage and everything. And so it was not fun. But after a few days, he admitted it wasn't a good job for him. So transformation brings us towards our better self. So what was the solution for him? Continue the mantra. Because the first step was to let go of the previous job, to find the next job. I don't have the conclusion of this story. I don't know if he did the continuation and so on, but he just told us the story about Krim. Yeah. I never saw a goddess in the practice that I did. In a few weeks ago, I was teaching, and the lady, there was a clairvoyant lady in the group, and she was practicing the mantra. She was from Muslim religion, but she was practicing the mantra, Sanskrit mantra. And she says, "I see a lion here. I don't understand." I practiced at that time, I was practiced the mantra Narasimha, the lion mantra, a mantra of protection. So I didn't see the goddess, she did. Okay. The prayer beads, it's called a mala if we use the word. But a Christian rosary, 54 beads for a Christian is perfectly fine. We hold the mala in the right hand. Usually it's the right hand, and the index doesn't touch the beads. And so when we go over the beads, so we do all the repetition. When we arrive at the tip, this tip is called the meru. So often it's a bigger bead, and we don't go over it. We turn around and we start the second mala. If we do 2 malas or 3 malas, we don't go over this bead. For people in Catholic, it would be going over the cross. We don't go over the cross. So we move forward and we turn it around. Some beads are easy to go backwards. So we can go backwards until I reach the tip, the meru, and then I start going forward again. It's one way or the other. These are just soft rules. Yeah. The last rule, don't hold your mala between the legs. We don't pray with beads like this. We put it in our hand, we keep it at our solar plexus, but not like this. Okay? That's okay. Rim, rim, rim. Okay. We have the 7 major chakra. And we have a chakra, like I said, a chakra, there's a chakra at the junction between an organ and a nerve. There's a chakra at the junction between the spine and a nerve. So there's chakra at different place. Now, there is one chakra where the soul is attached to the body. It's called the sacred heart. So we have the heart chakra here. We have solar plexus. In between, the bone has a little dent here. This is the sacred heart. This is where the soul is attached. And the mantra Harim awakens this. It awakens our connection with the soul. So we're going to do 2 hands. So the syllable, there's a H there. Harim, Harim, Harim. Okay, we pronounce the H a little bit. Okay? So let's start. Rim, 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 rim. Okay, let's feel it now. Okay. Okay. The next slide, you have assignments. Okay. So basically, in a series of class, I give assignments. Basically, practice 1 bija mantra for 10 minutes every day. Practice with eyes closed. You can use your timer on your cell phone, or you can use prayer beads, but the goal is to practice. And I tell them, if they don't practice, they won't be judged, because it's not easy to change our habits. And they come the next class, I know they didn't practice. I try not to make them feel guilty about it, because it's not easy to go to the gym, to do these efforts and to change yourself. So this is the last slide. So if you have any question.
Thank you, Reverend Daniel Richard. This is a gift we give to all our
Thank you.
speakers.
Thank you.
And I'm giving you something more. Some of you know. And this photo is the same day photo when we graduated.
Okay.
I took I learned this
Okay.
just, and that's why it is self-proclaimed. And as in this, I know we all are 40 plus, so we need big fonts, bigger fonts. That's why everything is big. Maybe it will help you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the,
Question from anybody?
yes. Question. Anyway, so I hope you learned something,
Yeah.
something interesting, and one more tool for to live your life. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. I would like to tell you one thing when mantra thing is coming. I was 7 years old and it was 15th of May. My only brother was very seriously sick. He actually died on 16th of May. But 15th of May night, he was sick and whole family was awake. It was India's summer, but his body was getting cold. So we were doing I have 5 elder sisters than me, my parents, they all were there. So we were doing something to warm his body. They were active, but I was just looking. But in our religion, there is a thing that you all know, the monkey god. Monkey god is considered most powerful in our religion. And one of his, not mantra, we say verses, but they are 40 verses. And on those 40 verses, it is said that whoever reads it 100 times, that person's everything gets resolved. And so I was 7 years old, but I was reading that. I had learnt it by heart, 7 years, but even then. Although my brother died next day, but I feel that just by that belief that whoever reads it 100 times, all the problems are solved. Now when all these years have passed, I feel that maybe at that time by reading that, that childhood brain or that childhood heart did not fail and I survived. And that's why I always tell to the people, send your children to the church, send your children to the temple, because the belief of a Almighty is a very big thing. And the belief of Almighty actually gives us lots of courage to face the problem. So that's why all these things, whatever it is, I have felt that when my mind goes anywhere, then this helps, because in this, either I am doing or not doing. If I am if I am pronouncing mantra, the mind cannot go anywhere. I have to pronounce, I have to go. So that's why anything, as in my yoga class, sometimes I say to the people in Sanskrit, as we say Om Namah Shivaya in Hinduism, in Sanskrit, I used to teach in my yoga class in that is other school. Om Ishway Namaha. Om Ishway Namah is Jesus Christ, I bow you. And I have gone to church, I go to church, and I feel that, yeah, we have just one God, just we call him with different names. Somebody calls Jesus, somebody calls something, but it is the same God. That's what it is. But
Okay,
I will say today I learned the term Bij Mantra. I
Me too,
was not knowing what was Bij Mantra.